67. Why discipline is the key to freedom. How you doing, Jandy, today?
Excelentemente bien, gracias a Dios. Espiritualmente, mentalmente, físicamente, emocionalmente, financieramente.
Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Money comes last in the list. It's what we become, not what we get. Be, do, have. Right? Or wrong?
Correct.
Right? Everybody starts in letter A. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's goal is to get to Z. Right? Yeah. But that little line in the middle is a bridge. We call it discipline. But it has different ingredients in order to get from A to Z. It's just not discipline. Discipline is like the domino effect, right? Yeah. But you also need consistency. You need other different type of little ingredients to make the tres leches to get from your vision to the reality, if it makes sense. So today we're going to talk about why discipline is the key to freedom. We say there's a lot of keys to freedom, right? But without discipline, self-discipline, I don't know a man or a human, woman, male that literally got from where they're at towards where they want to be at. Because discipline is focus. And that's where most people fail. So, welcome to episode 67 of the CMR Podcast Network. Today, we're focusing on a powerful principle. Why discipline is the key to freedom. It may sound counterintuitive, but the more disciplined you are, the more freedom you can experience in life. Whether it's in your personal life, business, or finances, having structures and self-control gives you the freedom to live life on your terms. In this episode, we'll explore how developing discipline leads to lasting freedom. Let's dive into this powerful concept. The relationship between discipline and freedom. Before I start talking, what is your perspective on everything that I just said?
To me, what I took from discipline is obviously is the bridge from where you at to where you want to go. It closes the distance from a dream to a reality. But to me, discipline means from doing what you want to, doing something that benefits you in the future, rather than something that will benefit you in the moment.
So delay gratification.
Correct.
Focusing on delay gratification.
Correct.
Right?
In lesser words.
Because if we use the physical pillar, right? Because everything starts with the health. Health to me is wealth. If somebody wants to talk to me about money, I'll take this off and I'll look at them from literally the whole body. If they're not physically fit, I got to question your integrity, brother, sister. Straight up. Not in this organization. Our standards are up and they're going to keep going up. Unless they're working out on their body every single day, discipline, consistent, right? We know we can help them get the results. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but we got to see you putting in the work.
Yes. But because there's a lot of people that it's like working. There's a lot of people that work every single day. No results. There's a lot of people that go work out in the gym. No results. There's a lot of people that, talk about parenting, but I don't see no results. Their kids disrespect them. I'm not even around my daughters 24/7. And my daughters, when they're around me, son popping, they're like this. Pasito tum tum. First you become valuable, then you become scarce. Because even my daughters got to earn the time, the attention. Earn, not given.
Carlos, yeah.
Time is what we want the most, what we use the worst. So I invest my time in my dreams, my goals, my mission, my purpose. Our purpose is to help people accomplish their dreams and goals. Well, how can we help you accomplish your dreams and goals when you lack discipline, when you're not consistent, when you're all into your feelings, when you don't understand the 5 pillars? Everything starts with the physical pillar. It's a shame for a man to grow old without achieving greatness physically, right? You got to demand those results from yourself and see yourself already obtaining those results daily. I see my results daily physically, financially, and everything because I start at zero. Every day I pay the rent. The rent is due every single day because I understand 1% better, Kaizen. If I work every single day on all my pillars, I got to be grateful and thankful with God every single day. Every day I got to pay the rent for God. An attitude of gratitude. I got to pay the rent to my connection with myself. How can I try to have a good relationship with others when I still haven't primed my mind? Check out Tony Robbins online, YouTube, how to prime your mind. That way, when you leave your house, your mind is primed. Tony Robbins, priming. That's going to change. That's going to be a breakthrough mentally. But most people, they don't even do it. Success leaves clue. A lot of people might listen to the podcast or might think this is a joke. You get me? But I'll promise myself, not them, right? That if they listen to what I say, if I got the results, same thing I got, they could get. Because what separates the best from the rest is mindset. It's not talents. Everybody know exactly what they got to do. Everybody's talented. God gave everybody talents. But you know what most people lack? Discipline. Think and grow rich. It doesn't say work and grow rich. Think and grow rich. John D. Rockefeller wanted the world what?
Workers, not thinkers.
Not thinkers, right? But since people are trained to be workers, right? They're not trained to be thinkers. They approach everything from a worker mentality. Notice when people are working out, they think lifting heavy, you're going to get more results than literally doing repetition, form, eating correctly, the mental, connecting the mind with the muscle. There's a lot of little things that you guys do not want me to talk about. If it makes sense.
It's true.
You get me? They be lifting like burros. Every time I see a person, destroying their body, thinking that the heavier they lift, the stronger they're going to get. No stamina. They could barely run. They get tired like crazy. And in reality, you could literally build your strength with reps. Lighter weight.
1,000%.
But moving forward, discipline creates structure for success. Discipline helps create routines and habits that lead to long-term success. Just like this book, Atomic Habits, right? When you're disciplined, you're in control of your time, resources, and actions, which ultimately provides more freedom. Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. Many people avoid discipline because it requires sacrificing short-term pleasures, but in reality, those sacrifices lead to long-term freedom, whether it's financial freedom, physical health, and emotional well-being. Estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento. No pain, no gain. Pain is weakness leaving the body. But people that don't want to release that pain, especially early in the morning. I don't trust a man or a woman that tells me I'm going to go work out in the afternoon. Because they're not putting their health as a priority.
You don't trust them?
No, you cannot trust them. And I'm not straight up. I don't do business with people that, put their work out for the afternoon. Like after work. Like, bro, the man that works all day has no time to make money. The man that works all day has no time to personally develop themselves, self-improve themselves, self-educate yourself. You got me? Those type of people are the people that literally disturb your peace. They don't have no peace of mind because they don't have control de la mente, the mind, espiritualmente, spiritually, mentalmente, mentally, físicamente, physically, emocionalmente, emotionally, financieramente, financially. Money comes last in the list. The 12 steps of riches. What's the last one?
Financial security.
So why are people chasing money first thing early in the morning?
I remember one time when we was doing the Bible business studies, you said, and I remember that moment, Angel was there too. You said people got their priorities effed up. And it's true. Like you said, you make yourself valuable, then scarce. Is business first, pleasure second. So I feel like if you made that sacrifice, why shouldn't I?
And that applies to even everything, even us as male. When we're disciplined to focus on our purpose, our mission, our vision, and we chase the vision first thing early in the morning, from becoming physically not just attractive, because when you feel good, you look better too. Hey, I don't want no distraction, guys. Thank you. That's being disciplined. You got me? See, one thing about discipline is good that happened. It's staying present. See, one thing about me, if I'm going to devote an hour of my time, 4%, I'm going to be straight laser focused on whatever task I got in hand. When I'm in the gym, that's why I like wearing sunglasses. Because I want a motherfucker or a bitch to tell me, why you got sunglasses? So I could tell them to go fuck themselves. You got me? That nobody fucking asks. And if they ask, they got to give me good energy. Because if not, I'm like, yo, motherfucker, you bought this shit? Mind your business. You do you, I do me. But they don't bother because my energy is so fucking strong that they're like, this nigga, it feels like a lion walking around. You got me? But a lot of people don't understand that discipline is focus. When you focus and you starve your distractions and feed your focus, that's when literally freedom comes to you. Especially freedom from speech. Imagine a motherfucker like me talking the way I talk, walking the way I walk, and doing the things how I do it. You got me? With no results. People are going to be like, who the fuck this guy is? You got me? But when you back it up with results, people shut up and listen because they see my discipline. People respect you based on your discipline. Your discipline literally attracts respect because discipline is self-respect.
It's true.
You don't have to talk. When another man sees my body, they're like, this nigga disciplined. You're supposed to be in a level that when people see you, they're like, this guy is not, he's the wrong guy to fuck with. You got me? And the same thing with the mental pillar. With your silence, you got to know, literally with your silence, you could say a lot. You could say more keeping your mouth shut or walking away than literally like trying to fucking argue with an elephant when you're a fucking cheetah. If it makes sense. So discipline equals freedom. Through discipline comes freedom. Aristotle. I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
Before the next person. How does practicing discipline in daily life lead to greater freedom over time?
Over time.
Based on your perspective, based on your journey.
Simple. I'm going to just say, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. So, and that's a proverb, actually. But to me, that means discipline. Like, bro, to be honest, just hearing you speak, if you didn't have discipline, I don't feel like I would have had the respect for you that I do. Because just seeing how you said business first, pleasure second. So it's also about living what you preach, preaching what you live. And it's all about it's discipline, bro. If there's so many words I could describe you, but this is a perfect topic. Because like the video that I posed is also on my IG. You said, make the gym a priority. And I said, if I have time. But now that I'm getting my priorities straight, maybe the tree is not bearing the fruit now, but I know I have faith. And faith is everything, but faith without deeds is dead.
A man physically fit or a woman physically fit, like that the body te siente roca, right? You could then work towards getting a mind fit. Because there's a lot of mental health issues. And that's why the biggest problem in the world is the mind, right? It's la mente. But remember, they don't want ignorance is the most expensive thing.
Correct.
Understand, when you think for yourself, you cannot be controlled. So they don't want you. The government, they don't want you. They don't want us to be,
empowered.
If it makes sense. So money is just a vehicle. Gas is gas it with knowledge. Money is just a vehicle. Gas it with knowledge. People perish because of lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6. People perish because of lack of vision. Proverbs 29:18.
King James Version.
We're on a mission to help people what? Become the business, because we the business, right? Everybody wants the dream home, the dream car, but everything starts with the dream business, because they'll never be free unless they become a business owner, if it makes sense. I still have people around that even in the organization, they still are lost. And I refuse to do anything with them without being recorded, because what's not recorded is not remembered. Because you're going to notice that these people, they're drifting through life mentally. So when a person doesn't prioritize their physical, right, they will never prioritize their reading. Notice it. Manny, see or no, Manny? Right? So they're not going to prioritize their emotions. So they would not prioritize the connection with God. And because they're too busy prioritizing the money, chasing the money, right? Instead of basically building the garden so the butterflies could come. In other words, so the money could come, right?
It's true.
Because what you sow is what you reap, right? The man that works all day has no time to make money. Next person, Vanessa.
Thank you.
No problem. What areas of life are most impacted by a lack of discipline? You want to know what areas of life are impacted by a lack of discipline? Your physical, your mental. The minute you start talking to a woman, guys, women fall in love with how you talk to them. You got me? Your emotional pillar. When you're not disciplined, I'm going to tell you something, world. EQ is more important than IQ. So your IQ doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to control your emotions. As a man or as a female. Because 90% of our decisions, we make them based on what? Emotions. Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes, right.
Imagine everybody gets mad at Carlos. Right?
Yeah.
Huh? Goes into their feelings. What will happen? Huh? You think I'm going to stop?
No.
Nah, because I'm disciplined. With you or with them or without y'all, I'm going to still continue doing what I'm doing. Because people do not make me. Just like money doesn't make me. I make people. Straight up. You got me? That's what leadership is about. Leadership is about, you know what? Going against the grain. Because if God gave me a vision and he gave me a vision big enough to help other people be part of that vision, why not help people? Right? We're helping people become the business, become public speaker. We're going to start doing now the Wealth Map Summit. Right? Hey guys, follow the Instagram, Wealth Map Summit. Tune in every month. Last Sunday of every month, we're going to be doing an event, a network of investors. Everybody there is an investor. Everybody there, once again, is an investor. But everybody there is a podcaster, YouTuber, influencer, influential person. Not influencer, influential person that has control of the 5 pillars of their mind. Every single month, we're going to get together, Wealth Map Summit. Map as in massive action plan. We're going to basically break it down, the formula to success, yes. Right? Overall, when I say success, I'm covering everything. Professional and business. Leveraging, obviously, everything I've learned throughout the years while simplifying, making hard things easy for you guys, right? I'm going to give you guys my formula to wealth. 3 things. You got to leverage OPE, other people's experience. That's necessary. You got to leverage OPM, other people's money. That's possible. And you got to leverage OPE, other people's efforts. That's the impossible. Why? Just like John D. Rockefeller once said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my efforts. But just like Carlos M. Reyes said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 businesses than 100% of one business. Why? People are trained to look for work. What does Carlos train? Carlos is trained to help people transition from that employee mindset where time is money to the mindset that with money you could buy people's time, or that with money you could make money, if it makes sense. So instead of you guys taking the stairs in the Wealth Map Summit and the podcast, CMR Podcast Network, and everybody has their own individual podcast, transmitting the message individually, we're going to get all together in the Wealth Map Summit to basically have a chance to tell our stories and just our testimonial while bringing people, in leaders, creating leaders that create leaders, if it makes sense. Yes, right? Yes. So, Vanessa, moving forward, why discipline is the key to freedom? Notice how I said the key to freedom. I never said the key to success, but freedom is success.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Everybody wants the financial freedom. Mm-hmm. What can you say, Vanessa, when it comes to everything that we've been speaking? What do you have in mind? Without looking at your phone, just coming naturally from your inside, from your heart.
I have so many things to say. But
yes, just be yourself.
Okay, what I want to say about discipline, you can make your own rule, because you can have control your time. You can manage your time. You just what I can say now, I have my schedule, and I recognize I have discipline because I have the time to go to the gym. I have the time to eat, I have so many things, and I have to do the whole day. And just
so your life is systemized.
Yes, I'm systemized my life.
You see, employed, time is money. Self-employed, forget about it. They're still an employee. Business owner, you have a system and process. Plus with people, that's how with money you buy people's time.
It's true.
Right?
Yes.
You see? But as a business owner, we the business understand one of the number one skill sets that you're supposed to have as an entrepreneur is leadership skill sets.
Yes.
Right?
I know.
Right or wrong?
Yes, right.
Because you gotta have the ability to win friends and influence people so they could be able to do your work.
Yes.
So you could work smart, not hard.
No.
Right?
Yes.
Right? So you could do the difficult stuff, not the easy stuff. Right?
Yes.
How discipline transforms your life.
Okay, what I want to say, like, transform my life, because before I didn't have my discipline, right? Because I'm doing exercise like Monday to Friday, right? I just say, I'm not going to do like exercise on Saturday and Sunday. But now I just see my body, I feel like I need it. And also I say like about like when I read book, I come back, like my time before I just, let me go to the store, like to buy clothes or something like that. But now I just like say, let me work on myself. Let me read like the book what I'm supposed to read. Let me invest in myself. Like, I decide to change my life. Before, I didn't think like that, I just say, oh, let me live my life. But now
You were living a life not by design.
Yes.
If it makes sense.
Purpose.
I'm going to give you guys a little life by design schedule so you guys can understand.
Okay.
For example, 4:45 a.m., wake up, thankful and grateful.
Yes.
Shower, get ready. Pray, meditate, read the Bible verse of the day, set goals for the day. Then you start driving to the gym. Then you do cardio. Then you do abs. Then you do whatever workout you got to do. Then you can play a sport, if it makes sense. Have a passion, a hobby, right? Then you have lunch. Breakfast is for simps, if it makes sense. Why? We're lions. We're animals. You don't hunt, you don't eat, right? That's where discipline comes along. Then, obviously, when you have lunch, then you shower, second shower, dress up, right? Then, obviously, siempre fresh, nunca stress, like in my case, daily haircut, right? Then, obviously, in today's new modern world, you got to do some type of marketing video, right? If it makes sense. So then, obviously, your golden hour, aka self-improvement time, that 1 hour is non-negotiable to personal develop yourself. Then, obviously, ABCD, always be helping people, if it makes sense, right?
Yes.
Which could be sales, you got me, meaning, but you're pretty much helping somebody by solving their problem. You're here finding a solution to their problem, in another word, if it makes sense. Obviously, teaching others how to do it. In my case, it's coaching, obviously group business coaching, things like that, or one-on-one coaching, right? Then dinner, business meeting while having dinner.
Okay.
That could be too, right? Knock two birds at once, right?
Yes.
Then obviously we record the podcast, if it makes sense, because obviously if we create content, we market that content, right? And we repeat the process. That's how we leave our legacy. Was not recorded, is not remembered, right? And that's how also we're bringing conocimiento, knowledge to the world. People perish because of lack of vision, but also people perish because of lack of knowledge. So if you didn't have the vision to set up and structure your daily schedule, your daily calendar, have that system, I just gave you a little, example of how you could structure your day, right? As an entrepreneur, if it makes sense. Because where there's a will, there's a way. If you don't work on your dreams, somebody else is going to hire you to work on theirs.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Yeah. What I can say too, when you not systemize your time, you're gonna see like you waste your life. Like now I just recognize that. Before I just like live my life, go doing what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. But now I live my life with purpose, and this is the best way you can live your life.
Talking about how discipline transforms your life. Financial freedom through discipline. You literally gonna get to the money if you're disciplined, right? When it comes to the finance, discipline is essential. Saving, investing, and living below your means may feel restrictive at first, but there are the key steps toward achieving financial independence. But I'm gonna tell you something, world. Savings, inflation, ease your money. Banks, you gotta think like a bank. Banks take your money and they literally lend it out. They put the money to work. Money is like a boomerang. You got to put it to work. You got to have it rotating. Cash flow. Flow. The cash needs to be in flow. Movimiento. Movimiento. Movement. Flow. Like a flow stream of water. If it makes sense. Right? You got to be investing, guys. The best investment you could do today is the investing into yourself. Right? Get yourself a coach. Investing into what? Attention. Day trading attention. How much time do you invest feeding yourself on social media, Instagram, or other, social media platforms? Probably all day. You got to literally start your distractions. Become a creator. Join our community. Join our organization. You got to qualify. Right?
Yeah.
So, making a long story short, going back, how discipline transforms your life. Physical and mental freedom.
Yes.
Right? Discipline is health. Discipline in health and fitness allows you to maintain control over your body and mind. When you're disciplined with exercise, nutrition, and mental wellness, you gain physical freedom and mental clarity. Clarity is power, guys.
Yes, sir.
That's why physical and mental freedom.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes. When you wake up in the morning and you just like take a shower, go to the gym, do like some exercise, and then you go home, take a shower, and take some book to read. Like, I live my life like that. Like,
But you see, I'm going to tell you something, Vanessa.
Yes.
For anybody to be in our organization, I'm going to say it on video, if they don't have the discipline to starting the day with health is wealth, I do not want to basically deal with people when it comes to the wealth. Because you're going to notice that people that do not work out first thing early in the morning, they're too busy chasing money.
I know.
And those people do not love themselves.
Yes,
so
true.
I personally, my standards are high and they now went up even more. Like I refuse to work or have anybody around that doesn't prioritize their health. If it makes sense. Because health to me is wealth. And when I talk about health, I'm talking about the 5 pillars, right? That connection with God, that's part of health. Because God could take our health in a second.
Yes,
right
right.
or wrong?
Yes,
right. People forget there's a creator. Right?
Yes.
Then your mind. The difference between us and animals are mind.
Yep.
What separates the best from the rest is mindset. Then the physical. Right? You can't trust a person that is fat.
That's
Right?
If
They eat all the Oreo.
They not love themselves.
Right? I love Oreos, but I have discipline.
Yeah,
you get me?
control
I love
yourself.
Oreo shakes. I love milkshakes. You got me? But I have discipline. You know how you can tell I have discipline? Look. You got me? And I still gotta basically, lose 3% body fat. That's discipline. You got me? Judge a tree by the fruit it bears, especially by looking at a man or a woman, their physical body. When I see a person that is out of shape, I'm like, damn. I don't know, man. I'm not anybody to judge them. But I'm like,
Yeah, they not
thank you, God. Thank you, God, for, making me one of the most disciplined men alive.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. Because it's common sense. Yes, I'm the king of common sense. I'm not giving nobody that title. The king of common sense, that's my title.
Kyla,
Mentira.
You not believe me. I remember when I started to the gym, I started like around like 6.
Okay.
Like 6:30, something like that. But this is when I came to the United States. And I remember I had to go to work, right? But I didn't have the same energy what I had like when I do exercise in the morning, because when you wake up, you have like energy, you want to like eat el mundo, se puede decir. But like in the afternoon, you don't have energy to work out.
Even, and that's why they can't sleep, because they try to take a pre-workout in the afternoon. Bro, sis, use common sense. Think, use your brain. But how can they think if they're too busy? By the time the day, in the afternoon, they already went through a billion bullshit throughout their day.
They have so
That's
many
why I
things
look
in
10 years
mind.
younger. I'll turn 34 and I look like 24, 25, 26 every day. People be like, yo, Carlos, how old are you?
You're not worried about anything, Carlos.
You see? I ain't worrying about nothing. Nigga ain't worrying about nothing. Nigga ain't worrying about nothing. Es mentira.
Good,
Next person. What else do you want to say, Vanessa, while I keep
Just
continuing?
be discipline yourself. Just eat healthy. Do exercise. Just like, what I can say, personal development. Everything is like something you can grow up. Just you decide to do your own thing. Like I decide to define my life, you know?
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Carlos.
No problem. It's not that I'm so disciplined. It's that I value freedom more than short-term pleasure. It's not that I'm so disciplined. It's that I value freedom more than short-term pleasure. The price of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. Once again, the price of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. Right? How you doing today, Manny?
How you doing, man? Excelentemente bien, right? Excelentemente bien.
No, I don't know. I'm asking you.
That's how I feel.
You got free will, bro.
I feel excelentemente bien. Y
What can you tell the world when it comes to discipline and anything you have in mind?
well, discipline is cultivating a person, cultivating.
You got the mic on smash? See the discipline, you got to remember this thing. Now that's discipline. Discipline it's the rent is due every second.
Discipline is cultivating somebody who you want to become to be a better person.
Let me help you there
let me see.
a little bit. Cultivating discipline in your life, right? Start small. Build consistency. Discipline doesn't happen overnight. It's built through small, consistent actions. Start by setting small, achievable goals and building discipline one step at a time. What can you tell me about that? When it comes to your journey right now, because you said that you had 2 jobs, but now you said you got 3 jobs, right?
I go to school.
And now you're telling also that you go to school.
También.
So when do you have time to fucky?
I don't.
Huh?
Say not.
Straight up.
El tiempo se hace. There's a lot of time for everything.
Oh, so you see, people got their priorities wrong. See, a man is not supposed to even think about sex if they don't have their discipline. Straight up. If you don't have literally discipline, see, that's why a lot of men are not blessed. That's why when a man be like, blessed, you're not blessed, bro. Stop lying to yourself. You're alive, but you're not fully blessed. You got me? Because you don't have discipline. You got me? How can you basically attract the woman of your dream when you don't have discipline?
You can't.
Huh?
You can't. You can't.
What can you say about that?
You can't attract the woman of your dreams if you don't have discipline. Like discipline, you got to discipline yourself to become the person that she wants. You know what I mean?
Have you became the man that women's want and desire? I'm asking you that question.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. I'm there's still things I'm working on, but I'm there.
You want me to hit you hard or soft?
I mean, plus, I don't want.
You want me to hit you hard or soft?
I don't want to become the man, the woman. I don't want to become the man women want. You know what I mean?
Everybody wants the dream car, the dream home. What goes first, the dream car or the dream home?
The home.
The home?
Claro.
You sure?
Of course.
What goes first between the dream car, dream home, and dream business?
Business.
Why?
Because the business, you can buy everything else with the business.
So in
Because
the
cash flow,
okay,
cash flow is
when it comes to the cash flow quadrant,
all right.
right? Or the stage of wealth that you're in. Okay. What stage of wealth do you think you're in? Because you're all over the place. You need clarity. And you know why you don't have clarity? You don't have control of la mente, the mind. You got to talk to God, bro. You got to literally pray. You got to meditate. You got to have a strong connection with God so God could give you vision. You got to have a strong connection with yourself, right? Because God could give you not just vision, He could give you wisdom, right? Yeah. You might probably be asking God for the dream woman. Have you ever asked God for the dream woman?
No.
No?
No.
What have you asked God for?
To become a better me. I just
straight up.
I just want
God, yeah, bro, you could lie to me, to the world.
I'm not lying to nobody. I'm being real to myself. I'm being authentic.
Have you ever had your dream home, dream car, dream business, dream body? What dream have you accomplished in your life? And how old are you?
I'm still trying to achieve the real dream I want, which is the cash flow, which is a business. I'm starting my own business.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 30 years old.
You're 30 years old, right? And you work right now. Can you tell the world where you work at?
I work at a barber shop in Lexington Cuts.
Shout out to Lexington Cuts, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Come on.
How many hours do you basically invest working in the barbershop? Exchanging time for money. Or chasing money, in another word.
Well, I work in my barbershop when I have appointments.
Oh, it's your barbershop.
I mean,
It's your barbershop.
I work in the barbershop.
So you pay a chair.
Exactly.
Okay.
I work in the barbershop.
So you haven't disciplined yourself enough to have your own barbershop
to have my own schedule? To have my own barbershop, of course. So I'm working on it because to build my own garden, first you have to discipline yourself to create enough money to...
Perfect scenario, guys. When you have a coach and your coach helps build your character, right? And your coach helps build your cash flow, right? Understand something. You will never be free until you become a business owner, right?
Okay.
But you do not want to be at the lowest level. There's different stages of wealth. You're in the stage de ganar dinero, base, the lower. Then there's stability, where you got enough to save. Do you basically, what stage are you in right now? Are you in the stage of, trying to chase the money? That's the lowest level. Stability, you're saving?
Yeah,
saving money?
Of course.
Huh?
Stability is what I'm going for. Is where I'm at right now.
Stability?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, tell the world how much money have you saved. Straight up.
I have $4,000 saved up.
$4,000.
Eso que tú quieres try.
You can say anything you want. You're the one saying it.
No,
that's the perfect example. Right? Simple. Accountability and focus. Having accountability, whether through mentors, friends, or routines, can help you stay disciplined. Staying focused on your long-term goals helps you stay disciplined when temptation arises. You know why I ask you these questions? To use you as a scenario, as an example. We're just acting, guys. That doesn't mean that he got 4,000. He might have $40, or he might have 400,000, or he might have 4 million. Never judge a book by its cover. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, world. There's people that you might look at them with Louis V, Gucci Dow, all these logos, and literally they got no money. If it makes sense. No money, no cash flow, right? And then you could see somebody that literally, with a white tee, black tee, this, that, basic. And they literally have the discipline to basically save to invest. But you know what I'm going to tell you, Manny?
Talk to me.
In the world, they don't need to save to invest. Because in order to save to invest, you know what they got to do? They got to work to save to invest. But I'm going to tell you the formula. Did they teach this in school, Manny? That they could borrow to invest.
But how can you borrow if you don't have no credit?
You see? Limiting beliefs.
I'm just saying.
Limiting beliefs.
You
see, limiting beliefs. See, the mind is a magnet. If you focus on what you don't want or what you think you don't have, that's when you literally scare away your blessings. You want to know the fastest way to open the gate of abundance? Abundant city. You want to literally the fastest path to abundant city? Apart from having discipline? You want me to tell you the secret?
Tell me.
Leverage. Leverage. And who? Leverage. You could leverage other people's credit. You could leverage other people's money. That's the other C. And that's how you build collateral. Let me ask you a thing. When it comes to buying your dream home, have you ever bought your dream home? Have you had the discipline to buy your dream home?
No.
But do you pay rent?
Correct, I do.
Okay, so if rent is the highest expense a human has, why are people not leveraging the government, the 3.5% down payment to buy the first home? There's grants out there. There's a lot of different ways on how to buy a home, even with no credit. You know what no credit means? You pay higher interest. No credit means that the banks make more money from your loan than a person with better credit. But who told you you need personal credit? See, business people, you will never be free until you become a business owner. What people don't know is that the 1%, we leverage companies. We don't put things under a personal name.
Business credit.
Everything is under the business name, right? Because same way, you know, in the personal level, there's a social security. In the business, there's our EIN, a tax ID number.
Right.
Right?
That's what I know.
Right?
I'm in the process of it too.
Okay, so limiting beliefs, guys. You don't accomplish your dreams when it comes to things you want because you have limiting beliefs. If it makes sense. Do you think you have limiting beliefs?
No.
No? See, he's the perfect example of a man that doesn't admit. You get me? That's why people need a coach. They need a mentor. You get me? Because they don't admit. You know, ignorance is the most expensive thing. I cannot sit with a brother, you get me, and not tell him the truth. That's why I tell anybody. Whoever sits here with me, I'm going to use him as an example. But I'm going to help him. Because at the end of the day, I'm in it for him. I'm in it for what's to help him and help everybody. To coach you guys. What's not recorded is not remembered. He's going to be able to watch this video back, right, in the world, and he's going to be able to see like, wow, did I really answer that question that said that I really don't have limiting beliefs?
I don't.
Okay, are you accomplishing your dreams?
I'm in the process of it.
But be realistic, Manny.
I'm in the process
But
of
look
it.
at me in the eye.
I'm in the process of it. I don't want to use nobody else's resources, nobody else's.
But what? God wants each of us to be excessively preoccupied with the needs and desires of his other children. He wants us to work together. Bring me the book, Business Secrets from the Bible. Secret number 5.
Por eso mismo,
Secret number 5, read it.
La gente no confía en ti.
As a matter of fact, bring it to him so he can read it.
Yo, people ain't gonna trust you if
People do business with people that like, know, and trust.
exactly.
If I like you,
okay,
and I know you, and I trust you,
okay,
I'll help you. What's secret number 5? Read the 5 secrets. Read secret number 1.
God wants each of us to be obsessively preoccupied with needs and desires of his other children. Right? That's number 1.
Do you know how to read?
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
A little bit.
Straight up. Bro, CMR podcast, we start with why. Why people don't know how to read. Why people don't jumble. Why people are not confident. Why people would lie to their own selves. Why people don't have self-awareness. Why this, why that, why everything. Right? Go.
Secret number 5, secret number 2. An infinite God created us in his image with infinite imagination, potential, creative power, and desires.
Let me borrow the book so I could wrap it up for you. If you don't mind. Thank you. Secret number 1. God wants each of us to be obsessively preoccupied with the needs and desires of his other children. Secret number 2. An infinite God created us in his image with infinite imagination, potential, creative power, and desires. Secret number 3. Humans alone possess the ability to transform themselves. Secret number 4. The universe was created for connection. Succeeding in business is all about making connections. So, see, that's a limiting belief. When people talk of the way Manny talks, you got me? You would never get from A to Z, obviously, without discipline, without the bridge called discipline, but also without understanding. Always be helping people. In another word, always be closing deals. Because notice how he said that he doesn't want you to use other people's resources. God wants us to use each other's resources. There's 4 levels of value creation. There's people like myself operating through their imagination, right? And notice, secret number 5 is making money is a spiritual activity, right? If it makes sense. 4 levels of value creation. Imagination. I'm a visionary. I operate through the imagination. An idea is just a dream without execution, right? We can close the distance between an idea and money. That's why we create business or real estate opportunities that help build our network and income while everyone else is trained to look for work. Then there's communication. Communication is what we're doing right now, if it makes sense. We're communicating. We're using the power of words. God created the world with words, with his thought. if it makes sense. Just imagine it. In 6 days, if it makes sense. He gave us all the power to be able to do that as well. How you think the Wright brothers, the plane, Thomas Alva Edison, the light, you got me? All these inventions, if it makes sense. Then there's unification. That's where leadership comes along. En la unión está la fuerza. If you want to go fast, go alone. You got the alone mentality. But if you want to go far, go together. Make sense? But I thank God, I thank you also, and I thank the world, because just using you and everybody else in this podcast to bring awareness, you got me? Because the most expensive thing on the world is what? What's the most expensive thing in the world? I'm asking you. What is the thing that costs the most right now? Do you think it's the dream home, the dream car, the dream business? What is stopping you from accomplishing your dreams apart from being disciplined? Complete self-discipline is what number steps to riches? Number 10. Money comes last in the list. Without complete self-discipline, there's nothing. As a matter of fact, we also did another episode on discipline. That's how important the word discipline is. Which Emily and guys, you should put that video so it could be a recommended video for when people watch this episode, they could watch the other ones. If it makes sense. What's the most expensive thing in the world, bro? Ignorance. What you don't know is keeping you poor. What's poor means? Passing opportunities over repeatedly. Notice that people that are ignorant, they think everything is a scam because they're still confused about money. Make sense or no?
Yeah.
Huh? Right or wrong? Remember yesterday's episode that you were also, right? Don't discuss people, discuss ideas. Most people nowadays don't know what they should be focused on to grow in life. They talk about the success of other people. How someone else has achieved these milestones in the short time, or how much money someone had made at this age. In another word, what is basically your daily focus? Every day, what do you focus on?
Working.
You see? Read what it says right here. John D. Rockefeller once said, he who works all day has no time to make money. See, that's why we helping people become the business. Read this right here.
We the business.
We the business. But if you're working all day, you're working all day on what?
To make money.
If you work hard on yourself, you make a fortune. If you work hard on a job, you make a living. Have you been making a fortune? Straight up.
No.
Huh?
No.
What type of car do you drive?
Chevy Equinox.
Is it lease, finance, paid off?
Paid off.
How much is it probably worth right now? The Kelly Blue Book right now.
Is like 7,000.
7,000? Put it for sale. That's collateral, guys. That 7,000, you could invest it. And I could personally help you, and I'm saying this shit on video. Get your dream car, right? While putting that money to work. Your dream home while putting that money to work. But everything starts with your dream business. Without a coach, without character, without cash flow, without credit, because credit is the foundation to money, but not personal credit. Forget about personal credit. Business, right? And collateral. See, I could read a man or a woman, their financial literacy, just by asking them a few questions. See, rich people, they would never have a car paid off cash. Only poor people. What year is your car?
2012.
2012. And what year are we in?
2024.
How many years is it?
It's 12 years.
12 years. Bro, a car to me, just using myself as a perspective, that is a year old, is like it's 10 years old. That's the perceived value of a car that is 1 year old of mine, if it makes sense. If a car of mine is a year old, it to me is 10 years. If it's 2 years, it's what? 20 years, if it makes sense. Right?
I'm listening.
But the thing is, I know things that you don't know. And the things that you don't know are keeping you poor. Facts or no? right? We must all suffer one or two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Jim Ron, what are the one that you want to suffer?
Which one?
Do you want to, which one you choose?
Discipline.
Discipline or the pain of regret?
Discipline is the one.
Okay. Small daily improvements over time lead to stunning results.
Exactly.
Right or wrong?
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
But going back, summarizing everything, accountability and focus, we were talking about that. That's why having accountability, whether through mentors, friends, or routines, can help you stay disciplined. Let me ask you a question. Is your calendar organized?
Nope.
Is your phone, if you go open the calendar app on your phone, is it organized?
No.
You want me to tell you something, world? The first thing that you got to do to organize yourself, and literally that will discipline you, is organize your calendar. Take your phone right now, go on the calendar app, and organize your whole calendar. And if you have any questions, just put the questions on the thing. And on the next episode, we might answer them. Or we should have a Q&A, questions and answers. We're going to do the Wolf Math Summit. What's the name of your podcast? What's the name of your podcast? You forgot? You forgot?
I forgot.
Huh?
I thought you texted
You see? Perfect example. A man or a woman, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Obviously, since it's not his vision to basically become a communicator.
We the
right?
business? No, we help each other. Ahora me tiene divariando.
Divariando. Guys, just like Zig Ziglar once said, how to get the most out of your life. Zig Ziglar, simple. If you help enough people get what they want, you eventually gonna get what you want. Right? I want to read this to you guys to wrap this up, or to the next person. I don't know if Emily, that way you could say something too. Emily, come. What else you want to say to wrap it up? You.
Now people stay disciplined. Discipline is the bridge that will lead you to freedom.
From 1 to 10, what rate will you rate your discipline right now?
A 10.
A 10? Váyeseme de aquí. Y fuera, Don Francisco. Y fuera. Y fuera. Y fuera. Y fuera. Fuck out of here. This fucking guy said his discipline is a 10. You know what I'll rate your fucking discipline, Manny? A fucking negative 10. This fucking guy said he got a 10. What the fuck? Yo, Emily. Yeah. Hay que tener cojones. Yo, Manny, you literally, let me read this. Let me read this before I fucking. Okay. Ever wonder how to make your life better? God gave us the blueprint in Genesis chapter 1. It's simple. God gave us the blueprint. That's why I read this book too. Business Secrets from the Bible. And buy yourself a Bible. Right? Because the Bible obviously is going to help you to develop your character in God's image. Because you got to develop your character, man. Sin vergüenza. Ever wonder how to make your life better? God gave us the blueprint in Genesis chapter 1. It's simple. Be, do, have. Here's how it works. Don't be, you can't do. Don't do, you can't have. Be a little, do a little, have a little. Be a lot, do a lot, have a lot. It all starts with who you become. If you take care of the becoming, everything else will take care of itself. Focus on being the person God created you to be, and the rest will follow. That's to answer Manny. Y fuera, y fuera. You ever watch Don Francisco? Sábado Gigante? Claro. Huh? Claro. That's what I'm going to do to you in the Wolf Map Summit when you fucking come to stage. Fucking lying to your own self.
La única diferencia entre tú y yo es la sabiduría. ¿Tú sabías eso?
That's a fact.
Yeah, y eso no.
Pero
no la dice.
You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself. That's a fact. Emily.
Yeah.
Based on everything we spoke today, what can you say when it comes to discipline?
What I can say when it comes to discipline, I can say that discipline is everything. It's the key to get a better life, because before I didn't have any discipline and I just go to the gym because my best friend, go to the gym. But if she didn't go, I didn't go. So if you have disciplines, you can apply that to another part of your life. So if you keep like getting that discipline and always consistent and being always showing up in whatever you want to accomplish, you eventually will get what you want.
What else you want to say before I play one video to wrap this up?
Yeah, you can play the video.
I'm going to play 2 videos to wrap this up, guys. All right? I want to play this video when it comes, want to make more money?
There was a study where they looked at kids from similar economic backgrounds, aka how much money they made growing up and then how much money they went on to earn as adults. But there was one key difference. One study group was from a town where people made more money and they interacted with more people who made more money. The other was the opposite. What was the result? The group of kids that grew up in the neighborhood with more rich people had a 33% higher income by 35. That is wild. The socioeconomic status of your own family is not the #1 indicator of your future income. In fact, it's actually this thing called economic connectedness, which means how many rich people and poor people live by you, and thus you can become friends with. So if you want to make more money, watch who you surround yourself with, but also where you live. There was a study where they looked at kids from similar economic...
This is why the environment plays a big role, Emily. When we want to go from A to Z, that little line is the bridge. If we want to make it from New Jersey to New York, we got to cross the George Washington Bridge, right? In this episode, we're talking about why discipline is the key to freedom, right? Yeah. But you want me to tell you something? The environment that surrounds us, or people in general, has to be put on a scale from, hey, are these people literally making money? In another word, people that are making a lot of money is because they're serving at a higher level. Okay. Am I right or wrong? Yeah, people that are making less money is because they're serving at a lower level, if it makes sense. And you're going to notice that people that serve at the lower level, they think they know everything. People that serve at the highest level, they're always Kaizen, 1% better.
Seeking knowledge.
You got me? Seeking knowledge. Ask. Always seek knowledge, right? Yeah. Right? They became the person, right? They're doing the stuff that has to be done. And that's why they're able to obtain, to have the things that they desire, if it makes sense. Right? But people at the lowest level of the value creation and implementation, working hard, they're workers. They're not thinkers. Understand? Right? Right? My right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
So since their education is lower, right, they're not able to approach problems from the same perspective of a person that is an ego. A person at the lowest level, they get frustrated. Right? That's like somebody that wants to start driving. Old lady, old man, right? But they're stuck into being an old dog. They're stuck into, why would I learn from you if you're my daughter or you're my son? You get me?
Yeah, close-minded.
They're close-minded. So those levels of people that are in implementation, that they don't decide to basically get out of fear zone, comfort zone, and go into growth zone, get rid of what? Weakness. Get rid of what? Old ways, right?
Yeah.
My right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
The checklist manifesto, how to get things right. See, if people would have had a checklist and they write every day, you know, everything that they're doing, or they go on the notes on their iPhone, and just everything they do, they woke up, put the time, and then put the check thing, if it makes sense, right? Then everything they do, they got dressed, they showered, got dressed, check it up. And also write down the time. If people order the time, master your time, master your life. That's literally going to self-discipline you.
Yeah, that's true.
Discipline is easy, Emily. Discipline is in reality doing today what you're going to basically be rewarded tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense. What you sow is what you reap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to play one more video, if it makes sense.
Somebody asked a question. They said, how would you structure a school community for health and fitness?
How would I structure a school for health and fitness?
There was no yesterday question.
Wasn't that the same guy as yesterday?
It's CEO area.
Oh, Different.
Tell him to hit you up, right? And we'll discuss it with him. Because these are things that to me they're common sense, right? But common sense is not common,
Sense for
right?
everybody,
And anybody that might basically look at me in front of camera, they might not think that I don't have those skill sets.
Okay.
But I don't need to have those skill sets.
You can leverage.
I can leverage, right? But if there's one thing I know how to do is, well, get things done.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Yeah.
I know how to get things straight to the top.
Who would
But
know
I
how?
do have the common sense and have the experience of what the guy is asking
Okay.
to answer the question based on that. But I want to play this video too. These are, asking yourself these 4 questions daily is an easy way to begin training your subconscious to reach to the next level. Obviously, discipline will get you to the next level, but these 4 questions as well.
Okay.
But you do this, your whole day can change.
A lot of people have it backward. A lot of people.
Wake up and you do this, your whole day can change. Asking yourself these 4 questions. Who do I want to be today? How do I want to feel today? What do I want to give today? And what do I want to receive today? Design your day. Wake up and you do this, your whole day can change. Asking yourself these 4 questions. Who do I want to be today? How do I want to feel today? What do I want to give today? And what do I want to receive today? Design your day. Wake up and you do this.
A lot of people.
Design your day. In another word, what message you got from there? And to wrap this up, say it.
Feel, give, get, and the results you want to get. Yeah.
Simple. Design your day, guys. The best way to design your day, go on your notes. Write everything you're doing. Track everything. Write everything down. You take a shit? I took a shit. How long it took you? Boom. What you did? Boom. Why were you doing that? Boom. But then put it on your calendar. Go from your notes to your calendar. Or start it with your calendar. The most important time is the time you go to sleep. The most important time is the time you go to sleep. Because the time you go to sleep determines the time you wake up.
Yeah. That's
Right?
true. Yeah.
Right?
Also, when you do it with the notes, you are doing the things with purpose.
That's what I'm saying. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I sound like a broken record. Comments, like, put questions. Tomorrow we'll basically answer those questions if it makes sense. I'm not gonna basically reveal what's tomorrow's episode. Surprise for you guys. Shout out to everybody that has their own podcast too, transmitting the voice, transmitting the message. You know, we're all about empowering each other, empowering the world. You know, we're in a growth environment here. The truth sets you free. It might make a few people miserable. Hopefully Manny didn't become miserable by us telling him the truth. But this is a growth environment, if it makes sense.
Yeah,
right? You want to be around us, you got to be literally, you know, open-minded, que tú estés en crecimiento y no en sentimiento.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Because do I tolerate bullshit?
No.
I want to play one last video. That video that I basically sent from today. The video that they uploaded today on the CMR podcast
Network.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me go on it. CMR podcast. Why is it not playing?
It's not playing. Did you stop the live video, guys? Yeah.
It's not playing. Simple. This is my issue with people. En el ascensor y de la noche a la mañana que lo ayude a ellos a convertirse en an overnight success. Sin ellos poner trabajo. As a coach, I inspire dreams and I motivate people to achieve. Pero todo el mundo. But wrapping this up, guys, hopefully you guys liked it. Progress over perfection. See, I don't care. You see, that's why I'm a successful man, straight up. A lot of people, they think high IQ will make you succeed, like have the talent. But the most disciplined man, the most consistent man or woman, I will literally dust anybody. Every day, Emily, I prove it to myself. You know, I prove it to myself in all areas of my life. I'm winning. I'm not even winning in areas. I'm dominating in everything I do or touch. You know why?
Why?
Because there's discipline. With all that said, God bless.